This is a GM plant that has gone out of business. It's not being used, as you can tell. There's Isaac. Malpriced containers for sale, for rent or sale. Like, this whole land is vegetation that's been growing, and it's not kept up because there's no need for it, because there's no plant here anymore. This was one of the main employers, if not the main employer, in Danville, and when it moved, we know that a lot of jobs were lost, and because a lot of jobs were lost, a lot of people left, and the city has gone to disrepair because of that. There is a bright side for Danville. There's some local business, and there are some new companies moving in, such as Lowe's, but overall, Danville isn't the best place to live right now. Unemployment is 10.5%, 3 points higher or more than the national average, and it's a bad place. So yes, this is the Danville GM plant. Very interesting to be here. A lot of overgrown vegetation, as you can see. It's not kept up. I mean, they could use this space for other industry. They could have other industries come here and use this space, but because it's in disrepair, it would cost a lot probably to come and keep it up. But yes, this is the GM plant, not being used anymore. We'll see how things go. And this place is huge. Like, it keeps on going for, I don't know how many acres this is, but this is a lot of area not being used, lack of jobs, and like, this was the primary job creator in this area.
It's approximately 40 acres.
It's approximately 40 acres, John says. So, you have this area that could be used for industry. A new industry could come in here and use it, and it's not being used. And all you have is a GM plant here, that a former GM plant that's not being used, that's in disrepair.
Did you talk about the vegetation?
Yeah. There's vegetation, as you can see again, growing, so this land obviously isn't in use. You have these trucks here that seem to just be sitting here for ages. There's a hole in that one. Looks like they're rusted a little. A disappointing sight in Danville, Illinois. It's right off of Highway 74. The building is falling apart. A GM plant not being used. It could be used for other things. We're gonna propose that. We're gonna talk about it, but it's not being used. desolate area. No one's going to be wiping their feet before entering because it's not in use. What's that? I don't know what that is. But yes, not being kept up. It's a sad situation. See, there's the highway. So this is right off the highway. It would be a great place. Danville was right off the highway too. So it's a prime location in terms of having access to transport, access to trains. There's a train that we saw. There's no passenger train going to Danville. That was taken out a few years ago, but overall it would be a prime place for industry. But now you have this in disrepair where there could be industry, where there was industry, and GM leaving this plant has led to the collapse of Danville and high unemployment and a very, very sad situation. This is all unused land. I don't know. All unused land.